Hey, good day. It's Dan here. I'm just hanging out here in the dining room. Just got back from meeting with my brothers from the Remarkable Man Project. We were just going over the new leadership track manual and the program that's rolling out for that, and I'm pretty excited for it. But I just got back in the house. It's quiet here, so I'm hanging out in the dining room. If I'm squinting a little, it's because it's sunny out there. See if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that, but still snow on the ground and the sun is shining, so it's pretty bright. But it's too hot in the sunroom, so I'm hanging out here. And today, what I want to talk to you about is I was listening to an audio from the Success magazine. I had a subscription to Success magazine, and it comes with a CD with every magazine. And I was re-listening to an audio that I got. It's probably a year or two old now. And anyway, I wanted to go back through it. And Darren Hardy, the publisher of Success, was interviewing a gentleman by the name of David Horsiger. Hopefully I got that right. He wrote a book called The Trust Edge. And so I want to talk to you today about how you can build trust to build your business or just in general in your life, and why trust is so important. You know, really, David said that trust or a lack of trust is your biggest expense in life. If you're in business, not having trust in the industry is going to mean you don't get new business, you don't get sales, your customers go elsewhere. Not having trust personally is going to cost you. Your credit score is how much banks and lenders trust you. And if you don't have personal trust, you're not going to have sound relationships. So, trust is huge, and it takes a long time to build trust, and it can disappear in an instant. Just ask Tiger Woods if you don't believe me. His moments of indiscretion, poor choices, have cost him hundreds of millions of dollars in contracts, and he lost the trust of his supporters virtually overnight. It took many wrong choices on his part, but it was them all coming to light that ultimately cost the trust in him. And so I want to give you an example of how you can build trust. David gave the example of Caribou Coffee, the number 2 coffee company in the world, second only to, actually, in North America. I'm not sure if it's still the case, but it was at the time of the recording, second only to Starbucks. And I'll be honest, I've never even heard of Caribou Coffee. Maybe it's because I'm up here in Canada. Chances are maybe in the US they haven't heard of things like Tim Hortons or Second Cup, which started the whole coffee house trend before Starbucks came along. But anyway, I digress. Caribou Coffee got to be second in North America by building trust with their customers, and they did it in kind of a unique way. They had a saying that they teach all of their employees, and it's BAMA, B-A-M-A. And here's what that stands for. B stands for be excellent, not average. So they teach their staff how to go above and beyond. And one of the characteristics of trustworthy people is that they go above and beyond. So by teaching their staff to be exceptional, they're building trust with their customers. The A stands for act with urgency. Obviously, in a fast food or service industry, providing the product that's ordered in a timely fashion is imperative. If your order is routinely late or wrong or not delivered as expected, you're going to lose business. So they teach their employees to act with urgency and to provide the product in a timely fashion, and that builds trust. The M is make a connection. And this one I can see crossing over into virtually all areas of life. And essentially make a connection is build rapport. Get to know who your customers are or who the people in your life are. Be genuine. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. And the way to get people to know, like, and trust you is to build rapport. And so they teach their employees to treat customers like family and friends. And of course, when you're treated that way, you want to do more business with people who treat you like that. And the last A is anticipate needs. Now, in that business, that comes with the last step, which was making a connection. Once you've made that connection, you get to know what your customers want. So if you're a regular in their particular location, you come in and you order a coffee, and 10 minutes later you go back up and ask for a glass of water. Well, the staff there will know that in 9 minutes to get a water ready and take it to your table. And trust me, if that happened for me, if that's something I wanted and I got to recognize that the staff actually acknowledged that that was something that I wanted and they delivered that, I would do business there above all others, no question. That alone would build huge trust because it shows me that they care about my needs, about what I want. And if I'm getting what I want from a business or a provider or a service, then I'm more likely to do more business with them. It just makes sense. So that's a great example of how to build trust. And, you know, if you want, certainly read this book. It's on my list now. I haven't read it yet. The Trust Edge. Another great book on trust by Stephen M.R. Covey. Stephen Covey's son wrote a book called The Speed of Trust. And he talks a lot of the same messages in that how having trust speeds up business, speeds up connections, and a lack of trust slows down business. And so trust is huge. If you're looking to build a business, if you're looking to build a relationship, trust is an absolute. You have to build trust. And so I'll leave under this video, I'll leave some of the other steps that David outlines on how to build trust. He calls them the 8 pillars of trust. And I'll leave those down below, maybe give you some more ideas on how to build trust. I want to keep this video short, so I'll leave it at that. But know this, that it is important to build trust, to build your business and in your life. And it takes time. Trust isn't a snap your fingers and you're trustworthy. Although you can fall out of trust that fast by one wrong choice. So you have to be careful and conscious of the choices you're making at all times. I don't want to scare you. You know, do what feels right to you and build trust in an honest, ethical, moral way. That's the best advice I can give. So that's it for today. I'll sign off for now. I look forward to speaking to you again in a future video. Bye for now. Click the link below and check out my blog post where I'll share the 8 pillars of building trust. That's all for now. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.